Hello dear students, in the last three videos we calculated the quantity of load bearing structure by long wall and short wall method and also central line method, and now we are going to calculate the quantity of RCC framed structure like beam, column, footing and slab. But before that, let's clear some concept of RCC work. So let's get started. Then what is RCC framed structure? Its full name is Reinforcement Cement Concrete. RCC is a concrete that contains steel bars called reinforcement bars. This combination works very well as concrete is very strong in compression and steel is very strong in tension. RCC work may calculate under two atoms. Concrete with centering, shuttering and binding of steel reinforcement is one atom, and providing and bending of steel reinforcement under separate atom. Then quantity of concrete is calculated as a volume of a member. Member is footing, column, beam, slab and expressed in cubic meter because volume of a member. Then quantity of concrete V or Q is equal to length into breadth into height. As per IS 1200, no deduction is made for steel reinforcement from quantity of concrete. RCC work हे दोन ॲटम मध्ये कॅल्क्युलेट केलं जातं. फर्स्ट कॉन्क्रीट अँड सेकंड स्टील. कॉन्क्रीटचा व्हॉल्यूम कॅल्क्युलेट करताना आपल्याला ॲज अ मेंबरचा व्हॉल्यूम कॅल्क्युलेट करावा लागतो. फॉर्म्युला इज L इंटू B इंटू H. बट ॲज पर IS कोड जेव्हा आपण कॉन्क्रीटची क्वांटिटी कॅल्क्युलेट करतो तेव्हा आपल्याला त्याच्यामधून स्टील डिडक्ट करायचं नाहीये. There are different methods for estimating the quantities of reinforcement, but two methods are used more. First, reinforcement estimation by using thumb rule, and second, reinforcement estimation accurate method which requires detailed drawing and schedule. But before we start, we needed to explain exactly what the thumb rule is. Thumb rule enables you to calculate the solution using a simple mathematical formula and make smart decision whenever needed. But remember, thumb rules never give the accurate result, but you can use them for approximate result. There are many thumb rules which we apply in construction. Here I am discussing thumb rules for reinforcement quantity calculation. Mostly quantity of reinforcement is calculated referring the detailed RCC drawing, but in the absence of detailed RCC drawing, before execution of work, percentage of steel reinforcement is assumed. The percentage of steel reinforcement assumed on the basis of volume of concrete. So thumb rule to calculate the steel quantity required for slab, beam, footing and columns. So let's look at one by one. For foundation, footing 0.5% to 0.8% of total volume of concrete. Second, for column 1% to 5% of total volume of concrete. Then third, for beam 1% to 2% of total volume of concrete. And last, for lintel and slab 0.7% to 1% of total volume of concrete. By using thumb rule, we can calculate the quantity of steel reinforcement as a residential building 4.5 kg to 4.75 kg per square feet. For commercial building 5 kg to 5.50 kg per square feet. But steel is not expressed in a cubic meter. So quantity of steel in quintal or kg is calculated by considering the density of mild steel. So 1 cubic meter of steel is equal to 78.5 quintal is equal to 7850 kg. 1 ton is equal to 1000 kg. 1 quintal is equal to 100 kg. I will give you an example to explain how to calculate steel quantity if there is no detailed RCC drawing by using the thumb rule. Example is How to calculate the steel quantity of slab having the length 5 meter, width 4 meter, depth is 0.15 meter. First step, calculate the volume of concrete. So volume of concrete is 5 meter by 4 meter by 0.15 meter. Length, breadth and depth of slab. Then volume of concrete is 3 cubic meter. Then second step is calculate the steel quantity using thumb rule. Steel quantity of slab is 1% of the total volume of concrete. So Q is equal to V into steel quantity of slab, volume into steel quantity of slab, 3 into 0.01. So quantity of steel is 0.03 cubic meter. But I have told you that steel quantity is not measured in cubic meter, so we have to convert it into kg. So 1 cubic meter of steel is 7850 kg. So 0.03 cubic meter is equal to 0.03 into 7850 is equal to 235.5 kg. So steel quantity of slab is 235.5 kg. I think you understand. Now we are going to see the minimum clear cover for members. Before we start, we need to explain what is clear cover. Clear cover is the distance from outer surface of concrete members to the outer surface of steel, that is main reinforcement or stirrups. In order to protect the reinforcement from corrosion and to provide fire resistance to bars embedded in concrete, clear cover is provided for RCC structure. So minimum clear cover for slab is 15 mm, for beam is 25 mm, for column minimum clear cover is 40 mm, and for footing minimum clear cover is 50 mm. And also you can add hooks to the ends of reinforcing bars for anchoring purpose. The length is changed according to the hook type. Then extra length of bar. For standard hook 180 bent, hook length is taken as a 9 into 5 for one side where 5 is a diameter of a bar. Then extra length of one hook is 9 into 5 and extra length of for two hook is 2 into 9 into 5 is equal to 18 5. Here 5 is a diameter of a bar. Then extra length of bar for standard hook 90 bent. Extra length for one hook is 6 into 5. Extra length for two hook is 2 into 6 into 5 is equal to 12 5. Then for bent up bars 45 degree. Bent up bars is also known as crank bars. Bent up bars are provided to counter the shear force. So extra length of bent up bar here is equal to d upon sin 45 minus d is equal to 0.42 d for one bent up, and extra length for two bent up is 2 into 0.42 d is equal to 0.84 d. Here d is the depth of bend bar in slab and beam. In the above formula all values are known except d, so we need to find out the value of d. So d is equal to capital D minus top cc plus bottom cc. Here d is a depth of a capital D is a depth of a beam or slab. Then we are going to calculate the extra length of stirrups. But before we start, we need to know what is stirrups. The transverse reinforcement provided in a column is called ties, and the transverse reinforcement in beam is called stirrups. But on site we usually call both as a stirrups. The prime reason for providing the stirrups is for shear requirements and to keep the longitudinal bars in position. Then extra length for two legged stirrups. Figure shows 5 bends, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 at 4 corners. Here is 2 hooks and this is a concrete cover. The hook is extra length left at the 4th corner of a stirrups so that the stirrups retains its shape. So here bend is a 135 degree, then according to IS 2502 for bend 135 degree extra length is 24 into 5. Here 5 is a diameter of a bar. Then we need to calculate the length of stirrups A and B. So how to calculate A and B? A is equal to B minus 2 into side cover. Here length in X direction of the stirrups. After deducting the concrete we get A. So B minus 2 into side cover, this and this, we get the A. Then we need to calculate B. This is a B. So D minus top cover and bottom cover, we get the value of B. So length of stirrups in the Y direction, after deducting the concrete cover we get B. So total length of stirrups is equal to the perimeter of stirrups 2 into A plus B plus extra length of hook 24 phi, where phi is the diameter of a bar. Okay, then weight of bars. The weight of bar in kg is calculated for every meter length. The formula of weight of bar in kg per meter, phi square divided by 162, where phi is a diameter of a bar. Then calculation of number of bars or stirrups. Number of bars is equal to span divided by spacing plus 1. After this we will calculate the quantity of RCC members one by one, that is beam, slab, column and footing.